Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za. Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Good morning, listeners. Welcome again to Shapeshifters, brought to you by the SAC PCMP. I'm just bringing you some updates on SAC PCMP activities. The first one is the annual conference, the Project and Construction Management Professions Conference, which is held on the 29th to the 31st of October at Gallagher Convention Center. It looks to be a interesting lineup. The Minister of Public Works is the keynote address, will deliver the keynote address, Mr. Tulas Nesi. And we have some very interesting panel discussions. One of them is on skills development, especially in the construction industry. And then we have another interesting panel discussion led by Gregory Mofokeng on the SAC PCMP Presidential Forum. We also have 6 master classes, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon on the 29th of October. So it's an interesting conference to attend. HDI Youth Marketeers, who did youth activations for us, will do a presentation to conference about how we can engage youth to be part of the industry. So we have a very interesting lineup. The second item corresponding with the conference is the Shapeshifter Magazine, which we will print for this conference. We know it's a digital magazine, but this one will be a print edition. And if you have any articles for this magazine, Shapeshifter, please send it to us. The email address will be stakeholderrelations@sacpcmp.org.za. The other update is Privy Seal. We're going to bring the CEO of Privy Seal to the show shortly, and he's going to talk about Privy Seal, some of the glitches that we've been having, and some of the successes. We've had lots of successes with Privy Seal. Another update is the NHBRC, who's on the verge of providing some funding so that we could register building inspectors. That will be coming to you soon, and I'll keep you updated on that. The SAC PCMP registers professionals and candidates, and part of registration of professionals is CPD, Continuing Professional Development. I have in the studio with us today the lady who runs CPD at SAC PCMP, Nothando Siziba. Welcome, Nothando.
Thank you, Joven.
Nothando, can you please start by telling us what is CPD, Continuing Professional Development?
Okay, when we talk about CPD, Joven, we're talking about, as a professional, what are you doing to maintain your registration? What are you doing to show that indeed you are keeping abreast with the new technologies? Indeed, you are doing something for you to show that with the technologies that are going up, you are doing something on that. So that's what CPD is all about. So it stands for Continuing Professional Development.
Okay, and it's important in the construction industry that you are up to date with all the latest developments and trends, because the safety of people are involved, not so?
Very true.
Okay.
Very true.
All right. Why does well, it's another question, but members normally ask, why do I have to undertake CPD? Why?
Okay, first and
apart
foremost.
Apart from keeping abreast with the trends.
Okay, first and foremost, with regards to the Section 13K of the SAC PCMP Act 48 of 2000.
Yes.
On Section 13K, it says that a registered person needs to be CPD engaging. So the most important, why does a person have to do CPD, is rather for them to comply with the conditions of maintaining the designation of being a registered professional.
Okay.
The reason why they also need to do is for the industry as well to be assured that this person indeed is supposed to work in this industry, because you don't want to take someone who you're not even sure whether they are up to date with everything that is happening. We've got the construction regulations update, and someone still has got construction 2014. They don't know about the updated things. So how do you trust that kind of a person? Okay. That's the reason why they have to comply and take care of CPD activities.
Okay. And CPD activities takes various forms. Not so you attend a conference, you can look at video bundles, you can attend a training course.
Yeah.
So just tell us some of the options that a person has to get themselves updated in terms of CPD.
Okay, in terms of CPD, so we've got many options, as you've mentioned. We've got many options for a registered professional to do CPD. The first thing that we usually advise is for the people to attend the validated courses. So there are courses that are validated by council. There are courses that are validated by other councils, but also that depends. It also depends on which category they are doing that conference is.
Right.
So they need to attend the courses, the workshops, the seminars, depending whatever they want to do. And then the second option they can do, we've got the CPD online bundles at SACPCMP. So you purchase the video bundles. Most of the registered persons, they love the video bundles with the fact that you don't have to travel to do them.
Okay.
You just log in on your computer,
Yes.
on your laptop, on your phone. You watch the video, you answer the quiz, you're done.
Oh, it's convenient.
Very convenient.
Okay. Oh, that sounds interesting. And the SACPCMP moved from a point system to an hour system. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Okay. When CPD started in 2012, we're using the point system. But now we moved from using points to CPD hours. So basically on the new CPD policy, an individual needs to have 50 CPD hours on their cycle.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if you know about the cycle though.
Yes, I do. But you can tell the listeners a little bit about the cycle.
Okay, so when you register at SACPCMP, upon your registration, you've got your 5-year cycle.
Yes.
So in 5 years, you need to comply with the CPD. So in complying with the CPD, there are 3 different categories for compliance. So we've got category A, which is divided into 2, is both core and non-core.
Okay.
And then we've got category B, which is your mentorship and development.
Okay.
So this is where now, as a registered person, we need to see what are you doing in the industry.
Okay.
Are you mentoring someone?
Yes.
Are you helping to develop the community? Are you training any contractors?
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you part of the projects? So that's your category B.
Yeah.
And then we've got category C, which is your ongoing practice. So in the ongoing practice, we need to know what are you doing as well in the industry. Are you practicing? Because most people, they'll just register and then they sit down. And then
Yes.
they claim they want their new certificate.
Yes.
But we need to see, as a CPCMP, we need to know if you are practicing.
Yes.
So
yes.
that's your category C. Now, from changing the points to hours, now it has helped a lot of people because with regards to CPD hours, it becomes less, actually, because with the points, we had 52 points. Now it's 50 CPD hours.
Okay.
And then they are divided into 3 with those 3 categories that I just mentioned.
Yes.
So with category A, which is a compulsory category, you need to have 30 CPD hours.
Okay.
And then category B, you have 10 CPD hours. And then category C, you've got 10.
And all this is in a 5-year cycle.
In the 5 years, just 5 years, not even a single year, just 5 years.
So it's a very reasonable target to achieve.
It is.
It is.
It
yes.
is indeed.
So no one has an excuse not to comply. Am I right?
No one.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And how does one upload their certificates on the system?
All right. So usually what happened in the past, before we had the online system, people would fill in their annual reports manually, send them to SACPCMP, and then an administrator captures them. But that was a very strenuous exercise.
Yes.
And I mean, we're in the new digital world, obviously in the 21st century.
Correct.
We need to move to the online.
Yes.
So SACPCMP sat down and we're like, okay, we need to move to the online technology.
Yes.
Now what you need to do, whenever you register with SACPCMP, you get your username and your password.
Okay.
So everyone must know their username and their passwords because that's where you do everything in your profile.
Yes.
When you log into your profile, there is a tab that is called Manage Profile.
Okay.
You click on that tab. On the landing page, there is a tab again that is called Professional Development. You find it under Content and Features.
Okay. Content and features.
Content and
professional
Features,
development.
and then Professional Development.
Okay.
Once you click that tab for Professional Development, it takes you straight to the CPD page.
Okay.
That's where you upload all your certificates, all your letters of confirmation,
Yes.
everything, your logbooks for mentorship.
Yes.
That's where you upload every related issue for CPD.
Oh.
The mistake that most of the registered persons do is they go and upload their CPD things under their bio.
Oh.
Yes.
So that mustn't happen.
That mustn't
So
happen
it needs to be in the right place.
in the right place,
or it
because
won't register.
yes, when you put it under your bio, the CPD department won't be able to see it.
Yes.
And then you'll be thinking, oh, I've uploaded my stuff. Then
Yes.
I need to get my certificate. At the end of the day, you're not CPD compliant
Right.
because you didn't upload on the right place.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that needs to happen. So let's
Yes.
go over it again.
Mhm.
So you go to the landing page of CPD,
You
And?
go to your landing page of your
of
profile,
your profile,
and then you click manage profile,
manage profile.
and then under content and features,
Yes.
you click professional
Professional
development.
development.
Then you see a little pop-up box.
Yes.
Then you click add entry. Then you put your entries there.
Oh, okay. Right.
Or on that note, when you click the add entry button, you must remember each entry has got one entry.
Yes.
So you can't put category A and B on one entry
Yes. So got to put it in the right category.
in the right category.
Okay. And if someone's attending the conference, our SACPCMP conference, how they going to upload? What measures are in place now for the conference so that people can indicate they've attended and I want to now upload to my profile?
What's nice about attending the SACPCMP conferences or summit is that you don't need to stress.
Okay.
Once you attend the conference, the SACPCMP takes care of your profile.
Good.
So you attend, make sure you get tagged, make sure you sign the register.
Right.
SACPCMP automatically uploads the CPD hours onto your
Onto your
profile.
profile.
Is
Oh,
the only
that's-
difference is that if you attend a validated course of a service provider, you need to upload the certificate.
Yes.
But mostly if it's part of our voluntary associations,
Okay.
we usually upload for them because they send out the registers to us and then we
yes.
automatically upload to their profiles.
Yes, I've seen that. I've seen some
Yeah.
of those registers. Okay. So you said there's 5 years in a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, the number of hours you've also explained to us. This is
Yes.
the number of hours you've got to in the various categories.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if someone wants to get a course or conference or workshop validated by SACPCMP, how do they go about it?
Okay. Now, this is the process for a service provider, right? So if you are a service provider and you want to get
Whether you're
your
an
course validated with the SACPCMP, we have what we call a Cpt Validation Pack.
Okay.
So this validation packs comes with the application form.
Okay.
In this application form, there are details or documents that you need to submit, and they are listed on the application form. Let's say, for instance, you want to validate a course for 2 days.
Okay.
Now, this is what you need to submit. You need to submit your detailed program because we need to know how many
Yes.
minutes are the breaks, how
Yes.
long
How
is
long
the
is it?
actual learning time.
Yes.
So you need to submit your detailed program. You need to submit your course content. The reason why you need to submit the course content is for our assessors to go through it and our CPD committee. So they know what is it that you're going to feed our registered persons.
Yes.
Because remember, as a council, we protect what we feed the minds to our registered persons. So we need to know the course content. What is it that you're going to send? And then you need to provide us with the qualifications and the IDs certified for your presenters and their
Okay.
CVs.
Yes.
Now, people always ask, why do we need to submit that? The reason is for us to know that the people who are presenting, are they qualified for that particular course?
Yes.
Because you can't take someone who's not into regulations, construction regulations, the
Yes.
JPCCs, and you let them present on that.
Yes.
We won't be sure whether they're going to deliver.
Yes. Yes. So there are strict quality control.
Strict quality controls, because we need to make sure that it's appropriate.
Okay.
And then there are samples that you need to submit to us, where we need to see how is your attendance register going to look like, how is your certificate of attendance going to look like. You also need to submit the evaluation form,
Yes.
because we need to know from our registered persons what transpired. Are they happy as a service provider? Can we
Yes.
continue using you, or can we continue using our logo for you to conduct the courses?
Okay. Don't go away. We'll
Okay.
be back.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za
Whether you're an athlete or just going about your day-to-day business, use Turbo Freeze on the go for any pain relief or inflammation. It's the #1 pain relief formula. To find out more, log on to our website www.turbofreeze.co.za.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za.
Hey Bonang, how are you?
Hi Tuli, look so beautiful. Hey, long time no see. What happened to your skin, by the way? The last time I saw you, you had a lot of blemishes and breakouts. It was so terrible, man.
Wow, thanks for that, Bonang. Luckily, I discovered DMK. Have you heard of DMK?
DMK? Who are they?
DMK is a paramedical skincare brand that specializes in all skin conditions. Would you like their number?
Yes, please.
I know you're not good at numbers, so let me give you their website address because your skin looks terrible. It's www.dmkskincare.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Welcome back to Shapeshifters. We are talking about CPD, and in studio we have Notando Ziziba. Notando,
Yes.
when is the next SAC PCMP CPD cycle coming to an end?
Okay. Every financial year end, we've got a CPD cycle ending.
Yes.
So let me just take you a little bit back.
Yes?
We had our first CPD cycle that ended in 2017. So that cycle ended in 2017 because CPD at SAC PCMP was enacted in 2012.
Okay.
So it's a 5-year cycle, remember? Yes. So 2017 we had our first CPD cycle that ended.
Is that March 2017?
March 2017. That one, March 2017, every year the cycle ends.
Yes.
So this year we had our second CPD cycle that ended for those who registered in 2013.
Yes.
That ended 31st of March this year.
Okay.
Now our next CPD cycle is ending next year, 2019.
Yes.
So this is for those who registered in 2013 and 2014.
Yes.
So their cycle is ending next year, and they're supposed to have complied with their CPD, getting 50 CPD hours across all the 3 categories
For the 5 years.
for the 5 years.
Okay. Now, are there registered persons who have not complied?
Yes, they are.
There are.
They are.
So there are some naughty children in the industry as well.
Definitely, there are those who
Okay.
just ignore and be like, okay, what's going to happen here?
And they've got how many months to comply to meet the requirement?
They've got the 2 months that is left for those
Okay.
who were supposed to comply in 2017. We
Yes.
gave them that grace period because that was our first CPD cycle ending.
Yes.
But for those with the 2018 cycle, so they are now in their remedial year.
Yes.
So what happens is every 5 year when your cycle ends and you haven't complied, we give you a 12-month remedial period. So now for those whose cycle ended this year, they are now in the remedial period. So by March next year, they're supposed to be compliant.
Yes.
The nice thing now about it is that we have linked CPD with previous year.
Okay.
So remember at SAC PCMP, you pay your fees, you get CPD compliant, then you get your certificate.
Yes.
Now for those who didn't comply, they won't get the certificate.
Yes.
Because remember the industry needs someone who's compliant for them to use them.
Correct.
So as the council, we sat down and we thought, no, the right thing to do is for us to link this thing with privacy. So we don't give people certificates while they're not compliant.
Yes.
That actually means they're not supposed to work in the industry.
Yes.
Because there's
Compliance is important. It's important for safety of South Africans. It's important
That's correct.
that they comply.
That's correct.
Okay. So there is still a little bit of leeway for them, so they can still do certain activities and still comply.
True.
Okay. And what can these registered persons do in order to comply?
We have opened the CPD bundles. We've got 4 bundles currently at
Yes.
SAC PCMP. And take note, each bundle has got 8 videos inside, which means each bundle consists of 8 CPD hours.
Right.
And these are for the core category, which is category A,
A.
the compulsory one.
Yes.
So you buy the 4 bundles,
Yes.
you are compliant with category A. So you
Yes.
buy the 4 bundles, you get your 32 CPD hours, then you do your category B and C.
Okay. Do you have to answer the questions on those videos?
Yes.
How many questions are there approximately?
There are 5 questions in each video.
Oh, that's fairly simple.
Fairly simple. And
Yes.
what's nice thing about it, each video bundle
Yes.
costs 2,000 rand, but now we're running a special. For 4 bundles, you get them at 4,000.
Oh, that's attractive.
very attractive. So, which is way, way cheaper, and you get more CPD points, or more CPD hours rather,
Yes.
for you to comply on category A. We have also opened, we've got open days at SACPCMP.
Yes.
On those open days, what we do, you come at SACPCMP, all you need is to book.
Yes.
Come at SACPCMP, we help you how to comply.
Yes.
We tell you step by step. If you've got the certificates and you don't know how to upload, or you haven't reset your password, you come at SACPCMP. We help you how to upload on your profile there and there.
Right.
We help you how to get your username and your password. Once you comply, then you're sorted. You get your provisional certificate,
Yes.
and it doesn't even take time for you to get that.
Okay. So they need to register for open days for CPD.
For open days for
For
CPD.
CPD.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about conference.
Okay.
If people can also comply and get some CPD hours by registering for conference, how many hours would they get for instance, attending a masterclass?
A masterclass, each masterclass consists of 3 CPD hours.
Okay.
So we've got various masterclasses that are going to take place on day 1, which is on the 29th of October.
Yes.
So you can either attend the morning session or the afternoon session,
Yes.
or both sessions.
Or both sessions.
So if you attend both sessions, it means on day 1 you've already accumulated 6 CPD hours.
Yes.
Then you attend the conference. The conference is 14 CPD hours, the 2-day conference.
Yes.
So you attend your masterclass, which is 3 CPD hours. You
Yes.
attend the conference, your 2-day one, which is 14 CPD hours. By the end of October, you've got your 17 hours accumulated and uploaded on your profile.
Oh, that's excellent. And what happens if someone attends one day of the conference, doesn't attend the second day?
You
Do they
get the half.
You get seven
You get
hours.
7 hours.
Okay, so that's quite generous, and I think SACPCMB is going out of the way to make sure that registered people comply.
Exactly.
Okay. Any other way besides these 2 ways? Any other way of complying?
The other way of complying is for them to attend the courses.
Yes. The
So
courses.
there are courses, we've got the list of service providers
Yes.
and the list of accredited courses
Yes.
that are on the website, or you can email us at our CPD department. We send you the list. Usually, most of the times, we always advise our service providers to send us mailers or flyers rather of their upcoming events. Because
Yes.
remember, if you're a service provider and you're validated by us, we email to all the database for free.
Yes. Oh,
So
That's
as a service
excellent.
provider, you don't need to pay anything for you
Yes.
to get your flyer to all the database that we have at
Database.
SACPCMP.
yes. That's quite an extensive database as well.
It is
Okay.
indeed. So the only thing that our registered persons need to do is to always watch out for their emails, because we always have upcoming events and we always have more and more different courses on different sectors, cutting across from project management to construction regulations to health and safety. So we've got all the courses that are cutting across all the category of registration.
Oh, that's very helpful.
It is indeed.
So they need to know what's accredited and attend the course and earn the CPD hours.
Yes.
Now, what happens if a person does not earn the points by the 31st of March next year?
By the 31st of March next year, the process is that a person goes through what we call reinstatement phase.
Okay.
So the reinstatement phase depend upon also on the category of your registration. We've got on the side of project management, for you as a pure CPM or as a PCM or as a CM or as a CMentor,
Yes.
if you don't comply with the CPD by the end of 31st March 2019 and you're on your remedial year,
Yes.
you go suspension period
Okay.
pending deregistration.
Okay.
So what happens before you get deregistered, you go the reinstatement phase, whereby it's either you're called for an interview
Okay.
if you're on the project management side, and if you're on the health and safety as a safety officer or a manager, they write exams.
Okay.
If you are an agent, you also go through the interview.
Okay.
So it depends on what category of registration are you,
Yes.
because that's quite an extensive exercise that you need to do, and it's not guaranteed as well that you pass the interview.
Yes.
So for you to be on the safe side, just comply with CPD.
Yes. So
Then
it's
you'll
easier
be
to
sorted.
comply.
It's
It's
easier
easier
to
to
comply
comply.
than to go through that
process again.
process of
Yes.
reinstatement.
Okay. And if you deregistered, what's the implication?
The implication of deregistration is that you get deregistered. For you to apply, it's going to take a long time, because now your name needs to go through the council. They need to sit down and
Yes.
see whether you're eligible enough, because
Yeah.
if you didn't comply with CPT, then most probably you're not eligible enough to work in the industry.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's one of those long processes that needs to be done. The council then needs to decide whether they're going to take you back or not, or
So
those kind of things.
It's a lengthy process. So
It is.
you'd advise registered persons to comply with CPD to avoid this long, tedious process.
Exactly. That's the only shorter way. Comply with CPD. We've got so many options that you can do to comply.
Yes. And if anyone has a query, what email address can they use to contact you?
They can contact me at cpd
Yes.
at sacpcmp.org.za.
Okay, that's a fairly simple email address. cpd@sacpcmp.org.za.
That's it.
Thank you, Notando. It was very good talking to you, and I think it's very interesting what you imparted to the listeners. And we hope to see you at the next show soon, listeners. So bye from me, Yuvan Gounden from Shapeshifters on SAC PCMP.